we read the genealogy of Jesus, and we read all of these Old Testament names, we're reminded of the truth that the entire Old Testament, the law, the prophets, the writings, everything, it's about Jesus. Amen? Last week, the very first point, the very first thing we said last Sunday was the message of Christmas is Jesus. It's all about Jesus. And when we start in Matthew chapter 1 and we read these names and we start to get bored and we start to think, oh my goodness, why are we reading these names? We need to remember that every single one of these names was part of God's plan. Every single individual is part of a chain that started with Adam and that ends with the Christ, that ends with Jesus Christ. It's all about Jesus. Creation, the Exodus, the Old Testament law, the sacrificial system, the monarchy, the writings of the Psalms, the major prophets, the minor prophets. It's all about Jesus. The entire Old Testament, according to Jesus, He says, the whole thing speaks to me. It's about me. It's talking about me. And so as we read these names, we need to remember these aren't just random names that are hard to pronounce. Yes, some of them are hard to pronounce. But every single name is part of God's plan. Every single name is a link in this important chain that God has been working on since the dawn of time to bring about the salvation of the lost. This message is timeless.